Hi, I'm davecrane. I'm just in about a few moments to go out in front of an audience of about 2,000 odd people and start the action going at a huge blockchain conference talking about digital and beyond. So how do you prepare for an event like this? So let me take you inside and you can find out exactly how I do it. This is what I see when I walk in. So now we're inside the venue, have a quick look around. People haven't arrived yet, but you can see how big the scale is of this place. Now that's the stage where I'm going to be entertaining people and bring on speakers and driving the engagement for about 12 hours. That's a long old time to start talking in front of an audience. So how do you do it? How do you prepare for an event like this? How do you get people in the right kind of frame of mind? Well, first of all, you get good staff working around you. Say hello to Javier.
Hello guys,
He's the boss.
how are you doing?
Running everything today.
How's it? You
Fantastic.
ready?
Yeah, ready to go. And just working out what it is that you do to prepare for an event like this. And you've had to be working on this for what, 10 days?
10 days. Yeah, it was a bit of last minute. It was a challenge. I think we put it off quite well. Obviously, there's always a better way, but I think it'll go well. Yeah,
and the biggest challenge is when it doesn't matter how much you prepare, there's always an X factor of things that you don't expect to happen that will just change in front of you as it happens.
Yeah, I think that's why we love events. That's the adrenaline that keeps us moving in events. I think that if it wasn't like that, it wouldn't be as fun. So
there's nothing like it, and I think that people who are sitting in the audience appreciate it, but they don't really know just how much goes on. I've just always said it's like a swan. On the surface, it's just perfectly straight and smooth, and underneath we're pedaling like that. Nobody knows what goes on behind.
That's the craziest part. Everyone doesn't, like, no one knows what goes behind, what planning you need to do for these kind of events. But hey, at the end of the day, that's what we're for. So.
And one question, which is, do you ever have a worry that the event is not going to work out?
Always. I think we always have to be on our toes. We have to be ready for whatever happens last minute. At any moment, we need to be ready and respond quickly.
And have you ever had an event that didn't work?
Always. I think it won't be perfect. I think that's the issue as well. We will always have something that we could have done better. So there's always that last bit to make it amazing.
But to the audience, it always works out fine. It's just that if you're a real professional, you beat yourself up afterwards, not too much, and say, this is what we could have done to improve it.
Yeah, definitely. You have a to-do list afterwards. Excellent. That's why we do the debriefs, right? So.
Well, this is just moments before we start. Literally, the audience is outside. They're going to be in here in about the next half an hour, and then the action's going to start. So say hello to Javier, and he's the boss. He's running it today.
Thank you so much. See you soon, guys. Thank you so much, Dave.
Cheers.
See you in a bit.
Thank you. So there you go. Show director, and my job as host. My job is to make sure that everything happens on stage at the sharp end of stuff. So you need to make sure that everybody's on the same kind of page. Luckily, I don't have to worry about the seating plan, I don't have to worry about the security, I don't have to worry about car passes, all those other things which I find really boring. Javier's got to take charge of all them. For me, what I do to make sure that I'm prepared before any event, to make sure that before I start speaking, before I go onto stage, we've got the best possible outcome. And I've got a different answer to Javier, by the way. I've never had an event that didn't work. There's just degrees of how I would have liked it to work. You go into an event with certainty. You go into an event with as much training, as much knowledge, as many tools and techniques as you can do, and then you ride it as it goes. If you do it right, you end up with great results.